All right, folks. Welcome back to King's Opinion after the new year, episode 132. But that technically is the first of the new year, right?
Yes. Happy New Year, everyone.
That's right. No Big Erd today, but we got the Wanderer here, so we're gonna get going with the NFL. Sort of, we'll get to it, but the NFL playoff picture's all set, right?
Yes. Came to the regular season came to a close Sunday. Had some meaningful, games for the last week of the season, but now it's all set for wild card weekend.
So, even I guess before we get to the games, we're watching this right now on SportsCenter. John Harbaugh is out as the Ravens head coach, so that's kind of crazy. I can't wait. He's gonna get a job right away.
He was there a while, right?
Yeah, a long time. I think it was like at least around 10 years. I think he was the second most tenured coach besides Tomlin.
Wow.
But that's a little bit of a shocker. But I guess
They had a down year, and I guess maybe not making it sealed his fate.
Yeah, a little bit. But moving along to somewhat of the playoff picture. So the Panthers and Bucks played Saturday afternoon.
That was the first game, right?
That was the first game. Not the best game.
No, the elements may have played a part in that.
Yeah, it was pouring a lot, it looked like, right? For at least at times, it was like really bad.
Yeah.
Not the best of games,
No.
but the Bucks pulled it out, and they, as of that moment, had the chance to go into the playoffs.
Yeah, they just needed the Falcons to lose, but unfortunately for them, did not happen.
Correct. And we'll go to that right now. So the Saints-Falcon game wasn't much better. Matter of fact, it was just as close as the Panthers-Bucks game. And what was on the line for that is Saints win, Bucks are in. Falcons win, Panthers are in. And they get the 4 seed, lock up the 4 seed, and get at least the one home game. The Falcons won another sloppy game. They weren't going anywhere. Neither team was going anywhere. Especially for the Saints. I feel like the Saints were moving the ball a lot because I was watching this game.
Right.
And their quarterback, I don't know how to pronounce his name, like Shaw or something like that, or Shrew or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
He threw a ton of interceptions, fumbles, like whatever, you name it, he did it on that game.
Very sharp.
Not very sharp at all. If the Bucks were counting on him to win, it didn't happen. So you got the Panthers win the NFC South, and they go to the playoffs. Then you have on Saturday night game, which I thought was going to be a very good, high-octane kind of game.
On paper, yeah, you would think.
Yeah, the Seahawks 49ers was another terrible game.
Yeah, I only watched the first half, but it was pretty much all Seattle.
Yeah, I was in and out on the game. It looked early like it was just going to be a dud, so I watched like the first quarter, then came back after half, watched some of that, and then watched the last couple minutes of the game, and I was like, Jesus. I was like, what a week for Brock Purdy not to really show up, or any of the 49ers for that matter.
Yeah, especially at home, trying to, clinch
a couple things.
Not only the 1 seed, but
yeah,
possibly a home Super Bowl, if they made it there.
Oh, that's true too. Yeah, I mean, well, they still have a chance for that, but the other thing that they were trying to close out
good point.
was the bye, the number 1 seed. So Seattle took the number 1 seed, which Darnold lost the last game of the year last year to not have that happen. So good for him this year on actually winning this game, even though it wasn't pretty. And they got the 1 seed. They'll have every home game as far as they go, up until the Super Bowl, obviously. And that's all I'm going to say about that. I'm not going to talk about any of these nonsense games. I just want to move along.
Who would have thought Seattle, Denver, and New England as 3 of the top teams in the league? Right,
I know. And out of those 3 teams, I think Seattle had the best record of the 3 last year. So I guess you could say, they still had a decent chance of doing it. But the Patriots came out of nowhere, and it's tough. So I only want to talk about the Giants-Cowboys game, only because I don't understand what the Giants were doing in this game. They still got the number 5 pick in the draft because they won that game. It could have been a lot worse if other teams would have lost, but some of them did win. Mm-hmm. For example, the Browns. The Browns had no business beating the Bengals, but not a big deal. They still are the 7th or 8th pick as well. But to me, the Giants, lose that game. Let the Cowboys win that game. And it looked like late in the game that was going to happen. And then they scored another touchdown and they sealed the game and won 34-17. But, the Cowboys actually wound up getting a better pick now. The Giants get a worse.
Yeah. It seemed like the whole kind of a lot of their games they were always in it. But yeah, I guess it worked out for them.
Yeah. And even the Raiders beat the Chiefs 14-12. Like, what were they thinking? You went up against the Giants the week before. Unless the only thing I can think of is that they locked in the number 1 pick, and they didn't have to worry about it. But they beat the Chiefs for no reason. Don't get that. Like I said, unless I'm missing something as far as they locked in the number 1 pick, then so be it. But that was a weird one too. It was obviously week 18 is a weird week, especially to bet and all this other stuff. But Patriots won. They crushed the Dolphins. Do we know? I think Denver has the number 1 pick, right, off of the tiebreaker.
The 1 seed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All they had to do was win, which they did.
Right. Okay. Good. So the Patriots have the 2 seed.
Yep.
So no difference there. Commanders, Eagles, blah, blah, blah. Commanders won, whatever. The most important game, I guess, on the Sunday slate was Ravens at Steelers.
Yes.
You win and you're in.
The Sunday night game, yeah.
Win and you're in. To be fair, I didn't watch much of this game because the first half was boring. And I think it was like 10-0 or something like that. And I was just like, okay, whatever. But apparently at the very end, the Ravens had a chance to win, and it came down to a field goal, and I think it was missed.
They had a chance. Huh?
I think so. I want to say it's so, but
do you know how far it was?
No, but I think it was like a rookie kicker.
Oh, okay.
Something like that, because I saw a piece of it on social media. So
I see.
I don't know if I'm 100% right, and if I was wrong, so be it. But I feel like it came down to that. So now it's just all about what the Super Bowl picture, the playoffs look like. I gotta pull up the seating and everything like that, because this is your weekend, bro.
Yeah.
This is your weekend. Tell us a little bit about what you're gonna be doing this weekend, or how excited you are for all this nonsense.
No, just looking forward to the weekend of games. It's hopefully we'll get some better games than this previous week.
Yeah.
Get the playoffs off to a good start.
So I'm looking at the games slated, and I don't know what days are what just yet, but as of right now, you have obviously Denver on the AFC side and Seattle on the NFC side with the byes.
Right.
You got Green Bay playing the Bears.
That's a good game.
That's going to be a great game.
Was it the third time in
this year?
If not that long.
Yeah. They played a bunch in the last month or month and a half or so.
Right.
So I don't know when these teams are playing yet, and I know they're already out.
An exciting finish in the last one.
Yeah. Oh, of course. Oh, hell yeah. And then the Bears have the number 2 seed, so they'll be playing at Soldier Stadium. And then you have San Francisco versus Philly. Another good game, because you don't know which teams you're going to get.
That's a good game too, yeah.
And then you have the Rams versus the Panthers. That might be your crappiest game.
That could be one-sided, yeah.
Although the Panthers are home.
Really?
Yes, because they did win their division, so they get the home game.
Right.
So if they play tough like they do at home, this could be a different game. And I want to say the Panthers beat the Rams earlier in the season, didn't they? Like 4 or 5 weeks ago?
It's possible. I know the Panthers had some good wins early on, and I think most of them were at home, right?
Mm-hmm. So you got those, and I really wish. I'm pretty sure the Panthers beat the Rams. It wasn't even that long ago either, because the Rams were cruising along, and then they got upset by the Panthers. But so that could be, one of those oops, we messed up kind of games. You know what I mean? We'll see. Then you go to the AFC side. You got Houston versus the Steelers, 5 versus the 4. So the Steelers got the home game. Houston's very tough.
That's a good game.
Yeah, man. And Pittsburgh just has Aaron Rodgers, I guess, even though he's not that good. But they seem to win a decent amount of games. You know what I mean? Like, it's not, unheard of for Pittsburgh to win. I mean, they went 10-7. It's not terrible, right?
Right.
You know what I mean? So,
Rodgers missed a couple of games, right?
Yeah, he at least missed one.
Metcalf missed a big game.
Yes. Oh, he missed the last 2, I think.
Oh, he was out again.
Yeah.
I see.
Well,
he'll be back, hopefully ready to go.
We'll see. You know what I mean? Like, only time will tell. He should be back for the playoffs, though. I know he was suspended, so we'll see how that goes. But then you have, let's see, the Bills versus the Jaguars. Now, if it's the Jaguars from the last couple of weeks, that's going to be a good game. If it's the Jaguars from the beginning of the season, the Bills are going to run all over them. I mean, I have a feeling the Bills, it's tough, right? The Bills are going to be on the road in Jacksonville, but I feel like that only helps the Bills because it's nice weather.
Okay, right.
It's not the other way around when Jacksonville's going to Buffalo and then it's like misery.
Yeah.
And then you have the Chargers versus the Pats. Now, to me, the Pats have been absolutely amazing all year. And I know you said, who would have thought? But now this is where we're going to see if they could really hang in there. Because you got the Chargers coached by another hardball. So does he get his team and Herbert up to the task going into New England and beat New England in their home stadium? I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's tough. We'll definitely see how that goes. But these are all look like good games.
Yeah, potentially, yeah. I agree.
So we'll see how that goes with all that. I want to try and get the schedule. Here we go. Let's see what the schedule looks like for the games. So wild card round is obviously next week, January 10th, 11th, and 12th. So you got Green Bay at Chicago Saturday at 8 o'clock. Then you got San Francisco at Philly Sunday at 4:30. You got the Rams and Carolina Panthers Saturday at 4:30. Then the AFC side, you got the Chargers at Patriots Sunday at 8 o'clock. The Bills at Jaguars Sunday at 1 o'clock. And then the last game of the week is the Texans Steelers Monday night at 8:15.
Oh, they pushed the game all the way to Monday. I forgot.
Yeah, I think they started doing that last year.
I forgot about that.
Right.
I'm not a fan, but what are you gonna do?
Right. I guess it gives them. It's good marketing on their point. You sneak in another Monday night game, and you get everyone out to go watch this game, as opposed to just putting 3 games on Saturday, 3 games on Sunday.
Right.
And you get a 1-4-8, 1-4-8, and
So,
that's it.
Sunday, there's how many games?
3.
3.
So Saturday there's 2, 4-8.
4-8.
Sunday there's 3,
Okay.
and then Monday there's 1.
Got it.
So that's how they're gonna do it. But yeah, other than that, what else? Do you have any predictions right now on who's gonna win what, or?
Yeah, let's. I guess we'll go through them.
Sure.
What's the first game again?
Let's go.
Carolina.
Let's do this. The wild card round. This is your famous weekend. The wild card round. Saturday, January 10th. Rams, Carolina. That's the first game. Shoot.
I'm gonna go with the Rams. Just I feel like they have more firepower, and Carolina. They didn't really show me.
They suck. They suck.
They didn't really show me much.
They were 8-9. They suck. They suck. I agree. Rams all the way. I'll just do bets with these games, and I'll just pick money lines. I won't go with spreads because playoffs gets kind of crazy. So the next game will be Green Bay, Chicago.
I'm gonna go Chicago. This is kind of a homer pick, I guess you could say, because I feel like I've been rooting for them most of the year. I don't know. I like the city. I like the coach. I think they can get it done, but this will be the third time that they're playing.
Yep.
So hopefully.
And I think they split.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
But it took a lot for Chicago to win that last one.
Yep.
Including an onside recovery, and what was it, a touchdown in overtime.
Yep.
But I'm hoping that they can keep that late game
momentum going
that they've had for most of the season going. So yeah, I'm going to pick the Bears.
Okay, the Bears. I'm going to go the other way. I feel like Green Bay is better than they are that the record shows. Yeah. So plus they have experience in the playoffs.
That's true.
Not much more, to be fair, but a little bit is better than nothing.
Right.
I'd like to see Caleb do well. I like your pick. I just don't know if he's going to be able to step up his game in the playoffs. They are at home though, so that's good. To me, this is almost like a toss-up. I feel like if I was Vegas and picking the odds and the spread, like this is going to be a close spread. It's going to be like 2.5, maybe 3.5 max, without even looking at it. So, but I'm going to go on the other side of the fence on this one and pick Green Bay just off experience. Then we go to the Sunday games. You got Buffalo versus Jacksonville. Pretty much similar records, one game apart. 13-4 versus 12-5 for the Bills. All right, shoot.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Buffalo. I just think that more experience, as you just mentioned. I think that Josh Allen gets it done. To be honest with you, I'm always I was surprised when you mentioned the Jaguars record, which I think I saw on Sunday, because I feel like they were like struggling at parts of the season.
They were. It's just when they were struggling, they were still kind of like winning some of those games. They struggled early on. To me, I agree with you. Buffalo's going to take this one. If they don't, things have to change in Buffalo because you should be able to beat Jacksonville even though you're on the road. Jacksonville is a very nice place to play. My only little, I guess you could say, concern, perfect, would be Trevor Lawrence. You know what I mean? I think he's been in the playoffs before, but hasn't done well. So there is a little bit of experience there. But to me, the struggles with them all year was with him. When he was playing good, like down this stretch in December and even, this past weekend in early January, he's been really good. Not really a lot of turnovers, throwing the ball well, and they're winning. Can he keep that momentum going? Earlier in the year, he wasn't hitting his targets. Brian Thomas has been a non-factor all year. Will he step up in the playoffs?
Yeah, what's his name's out, right?
Yep. He's been out since like week 8 or whatever, so like they don't even have another one. They do have Jacoby Myers over there and that guy Parker Washington. So they still have weapons, but it's whether or not, can Trevor Lawrence deliver? We'll see. So I'm still picking Buffalo like you. Then we go to the next game, the 4:30, San Fran, Philly. San Fran, just like the last game, one game better than Philadelphia, 12-5 to 11-6. I'm gonna go with San Francisco, even though both these teams have a ton of experience. I can't, for the same reason why I'm not picking the Jaguars. I don't trust Jalen Hurts and that whole offensive scheme that they got going on. Like, it almost brings me back to 2 years ago. I know last year they won the Super Bowl, but the year before, they got off to a hot start and then everything fell apart. Luckily for them, nothing has really fallen off this year. They're still 11-6, which is still pretty good.
Yeah.
I just think that San Francisco is really good, and the fact that they lost to Seattle as the way they did, I think their coach, Kyle Shanahan, is going to get things together for the playoffs and at least win this game.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with Philly. I know they've kind of had some regression, an up and down type of year, but hopefully they just give the ball to Saquon, play some defense. Hurts won't have to make too many plays, but he'll make just enough, and they can get it done.
I love it. The next game is Chargers New England. I'm not really giving the Chargers much of a chance here, to be fair.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. It's maybe just a gut feeling for me. But I really think that Vrabel came in there, has been doing good, but they lost the first 2 games, and then they went basically 14-1 the rest of the season. So
yeah, they seem to be firing on all cylinders.
yeah, and like they got 2 good running backs.
Well balanced.
Yeah, their only weakness might be their wide receivers, but it hasn't bothered Drake May all year. They won 14 games, you know?
Right.
So, like, if they play really good defense against the Chargers don't have a great offensive line because they lost, was it Alt, whatever his name is. Chargers have been struggling on offense recently ever since he went down again.
Right.
So, yeah, I'm going Patriots.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Pats as well. They've had a great year, and I think it continues Sunday.
Love it. And then I guess the last one of the week is the Monday night game, Texas versus the Steelers.
I'm gonna go Texans. I think they've kind of flew under the radar a little bit. As you've mentioned in past weeks, great defense. I think Stroud, since he's come back, has been playing well, making some nice throws, and I think they get the job done Monday.
Unfortunately, my dad's a big Steelers fan. I think he stops watching football after Monday night. I agree with you. They've been so underrated. Their defense has got to be the best in football up until this point. I know they had a little bit of a scare last week. Again, I think they were playing with the Colts, and the Colts, scored a lot of points on them. But I think they'll get it together, and I think they'll beat the Steelers. The Steelers are just too choppy.
Maybe and who knows if they were resting guys in that game? Maybe.
Yeah, you might be right. I didn't really get to take a look at that because I was watching all these other games. So it's entirely possible that they rested a bunch of guys. But yeah, the Steelers are just too wishy-washy for me. One day you get a good Rodgers and a good team, the next day you don't.
Yeah.
I'd like to see more consistency out of the Steelers. Maybe they could get it done, but my money's going to be on the Texans, so I agree with you on that one. So while we were talking, I wrote down all our picks, and we're pretty on the money. The only ones we really disagreed with were the Eagles, 49ers, and Bears, Packers. So those 2 games for me, I'm going to be paying attention to so that we could just talk whatever kind of shit next week about it.
Sounds good.
But the rest we agree with one way or another, so that's kind of cool. With that being said, I think I'm going to make a nice little parlay bet on the other games.
Okay.
Because that would be a nice 1, 2, 3, 4-team parlay.
4-teamer.
Maybe put $20 on it and see if I cannot win a couple $100. I got to see what the odds are once we get done with this show, and I'll lock it in early so I don't even have to worry about it. And then maybe I'll do a bet where I bet the 6, but I bet your 6 and my 6 for $10, and see if we picked well enough, one of us should win, right? unless the Bears
both go down.
Right, unless the Bears win for you and the 49ers win for me, then I'm screwed. Or vice versa, you know what I mean? Packers, Eagles, Right. Then otherwise I'm screwed. But I'm going to take a little chance. I'm a gambling man. I like the wild card weekend as well. Not as much as you do, but I'm excited for you for this weekend.
Yes.
If you're not doing anything on Sunday, let's link up and watch some games together.
All right.
And we'll go from there. Now starting, since this is 2026, and then we're the first week of 2026, the other day you brought up a great idea to do for our segment into like our entertainment aspect of the show, which is where we talk about all like TV shows. So before we get into what we watched the last week, or maybe we should do that first. I'll let you choose. You can flip a coin. Do we talk about what we watched last week and then get into your idea of the top 5 shows of 2025, or do we start off hot and do the top shows?
Let's save the best for last, and we'll go what we're currently watching into the top 5.
Okay, I got a good list for you this week, man, because I've been, I was down and out under the weather, so I was watching a lot of crap.
Prime time for watching.
Yes, so and we could go back and forth because my list is like 8 deep.
Wow.
So, yeah, it's a lot. A couple of movies though. I know you saw this movie, so I'm gonna start off with this. 28 Years Later.
Yes. Awesome film, which I didn't know. There's another one
Yes,
coming out.
that's why I'm talking about it. It's like the Bone something,
Yes.
the Bone Temple or something like that.
Yep.
So, and that's coming out like in a matter of weeks.
Right.
Yeah, so this movie was awesome.
Right.
I'm so glad because I couldn't find 28 Weeks Later, and I'm glad I didn't even bother.
Yeah, I don't think it has really any bearing.
No, and I should have known better because 28 Days Later and then 28 Weeks Later.
The years apart.
And then you have 28 years later. It's so far in the future, like it's going to be a different story. I should have just watched it when you did.
Yeah.
But I got to it. Great movie.
Right.
Fantastic, dude. It was so good. And I can't wait to see the next one.
Hell yeah.
On the Fire Stick at the very least, if not in the movie theaters. And like I said, it literally comes out, I think, at the end of this month. I'm pretty sure. Either this month or the beginning of February. Because I already saw a preview for it, which has made me watch the movie. I was like, you know what, let me just watch this damn movie. And you were spot on.
Yeah. Just like, it's just, pretty much nonstop from, it picks up pretty quick and it's a fun ride.
Yeah, and I kind of liked it, the beginning story part where like 28 years later is a long time, right? And all they did was quarantine England, basically. Yeah. And they have like the patrol boats to make sure no one comes off the island. And there's probably like not even many people left over there. But then you have like this one little like area where like it's an island basically, but it's got a bridge that's underwater like half the day or something like that. Because when the tide comes up, it covers the bridge. When the tide goes down, now you see the bridge.
Yeah, the only way in or out. Right.
So I guess that island is quarantined as well, but like none of the zombies can get to them because they obviously don't pay attention. But then, I'm not going to ruin the rest of the story, but I thought that was a cool aspect of it. I was like, I love that idea of like it disappearing and then reappearing. And there's a couple places on this earth that are like that too. So I thought that was really cool. All right, we'll go back and forth. So go with the next one.
Let's see. Oh, I'm still watching The Agency.
Okay.
It's good, but as you mentioned, you really got to pay attention. So it's like, it's a commitment too. So
yeah, you got to get to that early.
I think I'm like 5 episodes in.
Okay.
5 or 6 episodes.
Okay.
But it's good. It's really good, but it's just a lot going on. So
you really have to pay attention, dude.
You gotta invest.
Yeah, you have to pay attention. Like that's something you watch like right after dinner. Watch one episode and call it quits if you start to get tired.
Right.
Because you're like, if you miss one little thing, you're like, wait, what is going on? What's happening?
Yeah, I am enjoying it though. Obviously, Fassbender's great, and the other guy's really good too. Jeffrey Wright, that's I guess his boss or something.
Yeah.
He's good in everything.
Him and you also got what's his name? Richard Gere.
Oh yeah, Richard Gere's in it too.
Yeah, he's a bastard in that show too.
It was pretty funny when they asked him if they could go into the meeting. And then he's like, as long as you guys don't say nothing. And then they just pretty much like took over.
Yeah, that was so great.
I think the name of the episode was like some type of football maneuver. Like that's what they called it.
Right. Yeah, they do, because in the show they call it that. He's like, oh, we're going to do this? He's like, yeah. And then that's when they went down there. So they knew already what they were going to do. They just needed to get into the meeting, and they did. I finished Chief of War.
Okay, did you like it?
Oh, it was actually really cool, and like, it actually, I started Googling stuff.
Speaking of Momoa, he was the alpha, right, in the 28 weeks.
Oh, was he? Was that him?
I think so. Was it?
I don't know. I think it was some other dude.
I might be just.
Yeah, it's like just some big dude with a beard and long hair.
Yeah.
Let's hope it wasn't. And by the way, we'll jump back to 20 years later. The one thing I want to tell you is, I get it, but does every zombie have to be naked?
Right. Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, going forward, Chief of War was great, and I think it's only one season. But the weirdest part about it is they left you somewhat on a cliffhanger. and I don't want to ruin it if you're gonna watch it, but it's really good. It is mostly subtitles. I think after the third episode, they break in a little English at time to time, but like for the majority of the season, it's subtitled up. Like every episode, there's subtitles because some of the Hawaiians can speak English, some of them can't. They learned it, but really good. Like I told you, I couldn't watch it when I was working out, so I watched it just sitting here.
Right.
And I finished it last week. Very good show, and it's true.
Right.
So
it's historical, yeah.
Correct. So it made it even better, and now it's got me wondering, like, if enough people watch it, are they going to make a season 2? Because if it's historical, there's got to be a second part to this.
Right, and maybe that's why they ended it the way they did.
Correct. Really good. Then I'm going to hit you with this movie. Our buddy Amish told me about this movie, and when I was watching it, it's called The Substance with Demi Moore.
Yeah, I've heard of it. I didn't watch it though. What'd you think?
Okay, so it was really different and really good up until the last 5 minutes of the movie. Wow. And then it just like got ridiculous, and I'm just like, what? And it's long too, don't get me wrong. I think it's like 2 hours and 20 minutes.
Okay.
So we're talking about, let's just say for argument's sake, the last 10 minutes was ridiculous.
Yeah, I think there was mixed reviews when it came out.
Yeah, supposedly she won an Oscar or something for it. She won some kind of award for it.
Really?
I think so, or at least nominated. I'm pretty sure she won an award for it. But he told us to watch this months ago, and I had nothing to watch, so I finally just put it on.
Yeah.
And it's good. Like, the premise is basically, like, anyone that is, like, vain should watch this movie, because then you won't, I think it'll change your mind on being a vain person and being all into, like, maintenance and looks and all that stuff. Cause, vanity. That's what this whole premise of this movie is all about, and it's very interesting. That's why it was good up until the end.
I see.
So I could see why there was mixed reviews on it, because I feel like they lacked a little bit of a story at the very end. Like, I don't know what they did. Like, it's just crazy. But yeah, check it out if you ever got a chance. I think it's on HBO.
Okay.
Yeah. Give me one.
What else? Oh, I was watching. I started watching this. I think it's a 4-part documentary. The frozen yogurt murders.
Really?
Yeah, it's on HBO or HBO Max. About these murders. I guess it was back in '91 in Texas. These young girls at a frozen yogurt place. And I guess it's pretty much more focused on like the investigation and what went wrong, and what was, I guess the techniques that they used, and
right.
The interrogation. So yeah, it's interesting. I like stuff like that. Documentaries and things.
Yeah, I'm starting to come around on some of these documentaries. They're pretty good. You said it was 4 episodes, like
yeah, there's 4 episodes.
Hour episodes, or
yeah, I'm almost done with it, but yeah, it's interesting. Just to see, it's from a different time, obviously, but the case was still being played out years later.
Wow, interesting. I rewatched the Thunderbolts the other day.
Okay.
I only wanted to talk about that because I liked it when I first watched it.
Yeah.
And then I watched it again, and I was like, I like it again. I was like, this movie isn't bad. Like, I don't know what everyone's problem was with the movie, but I'm like, this was a pretty solid movie.
Yeah, I thought it was good.
Yeah. I'm not gonna go much further than that, but I just wanted to mention that because sometimes you watch a movie and like the second time around, 2 things can happen. You could like it more because you missed some things, or now you see things that you didn't see the first time, or you hate it because of whatever, it's either been years or whatever, and it didn't age well or whatever. Granted, this was a 2025 movie, so there's not much aging there.
Yeah.
But I just threw it on before I was going to bed, and I was like, I couldn't really like go to sleep. I had to watch the whole movie, so I went to bed that night at like 3 a.m.
Right.
And then I was telling you off the air that I was watching Robin Hood. I'm like on the last 2 episodes. I love Robin Hood. It's great. Like, I hope the ending is as good as it's been so far. The only thing I want you to tell me, since you watched it all, is do they leave you on a cliffhanger, hopefully for a season 2?
I think so. I mean, I don't know if it's been like renewed yet or whatever, but it definitely seems open.
Okay.
For sure.
Okay. So, but all right. I'm gonna leave it there because I'm literally gonna watch the rest of that tonight. So I'll just wait a couple hours before I have to watch it.
Right.
So we got that out of the way. I watched a movie on Netflix. It had Adam Sandler and George Clooney.
What movie is this?
Jay Kelly.
Oh, it's new, right?
Yeah, pretty new. I just saw it. I was like, you know what? I like George Clooney and I love Adam Sandler. I'm like, let's see what kind of movie this is. And basically, it's about I guess an aging actor who's obviously George Clooney and his agent who's Adam Sandler.
How was it?
It wasn't terrible. There's obviously it's just a drama basically, and I guess the moral is George Clooney, his character Jay Kelly, realizes he has all this success from movies, but doesn't have the family, and he has a family, but he just never sees them and all that, and how he treats people, and not that in the movie he actually treats people bad, but he's all about himself. So it was good. Particularly, I don't normally watch those kind of movies. I thought it'd be more of like a comedy or whatever, and it wasn't. It was one of these Adam Sandler drama movies, but both actors were great in it. I would say check it out if you like those guys. You'll probably wind up liking the movie. Cool. It was good. It was like an hour and 45 minutes, maybe 2 hours, so it wasn't too long.
All right.
It's on Netflix, so it wasn't bad by any stretch. I enjoyed most of it, and the ending was I guess what it was supposed to be like. You know what I mean? Cool. I don't want to ruin it for everybody because it just came out.
Right.
And that's it. I only got one more movie, one more show.
I feel like we buried the lead again.
I wanted to save. You said save the best for that. I saved it for last on purpose.
Go right ahead.
So the finale of Stranger Things.
Yes.
What'd you think of it?
It was good. I enjoyed it. I thought they did a good job of putting everything together. Tying everything in. I thought it was well done. I do have to say, for me, and this is me probably just being overcritical.
I'm going to be overcritical too.
I thought the fight with Vecna was kind of anticlimactic, but at the same time, it's like they've already done so much. It's like how much more could they really do? And they did chop his head off too. So I guess that's pretty. Yeah,
to me that was alarming. That's what I was going to talk about. Like to me, I thought it was, and if you go on social media, which I tend to do every once in a while, like there's all these like rumors and all this other stuff. Like supposedly this was like a fake final.
Oh.
And there's supposed to be another one coming out in the upcoming days that they're just going to throw out there, which I don't think is really going to happen. But people are looking too far into the episodes and like trying to link things and whatever. But a couple things I'm I guess critical with.
Some insight.
Yeah, overall the finale was good.
Right.
It really didn't let me down. Like you said, the fight with Vecna was a little
Right.
And then when Winona Ryder, what's her name? Josie or something like that? Josie? I don't remember.
Winona Ryder.
Yeah, Winona Ryder, whatever. When she just went ape shit and then just chops off his head and everyone's watching and there's all these little flashbacks, I'm like, that's a bit much. You know what I mean? Like this is like, I get it, and but it's still a PG 14 kind of show, and I'm like, you just chop this dude's head off, like it's crazy.
Yeah.
But like, would that even work anyway? Like he's in his realm, he's kind of like a ghost or like a demon anyway. Like, you think that's just gonna work?
I gotta be honest with you. Like, I feel like the whole Vecna thing was like really cool when they first like introduced him, and you first find out about him. I feel like he was like scarier back then too. Just I'm talking about like physically too. Like I thought he looked better like
back then.
Like it's almost like, I don't know. It's just the way that I guess they improved it
Like the graphics and stuff. They were making fun of him on social media, saying he had a Ozempic and he had a skinnier waistline and everything like that.
I don't know. It cut to me. Earlier on, it had more of a darker feeling. And like with his whole origin and everything, and then I guess they also wanted to show the human side of him as well. So that was part of it.
Right. Another two, I'll mix these two together, is they're in that abyss or, X, whatever you want to call it, Dimension X. And there were no Demogorgons. Like, they just fought back there. Like, they basically fought the Mind Flayer. And by the way, that whole scene, like, it was also anticlimactic. Like,
very quick, yeah.
Very quick. Like, that should have been like a 20-minute battle. Like, you're fighting this giant monster, and yet you corner him a little bit with one girl shooting a machine gun, and then everyone just starts throwing Molotov cocktails and burning him and, like, throwing all this stuff, and then he just goes down, like, and the other two guys, Dustin and Steve, are just stabbing him in his belly, and he goes down, and you go in there and you kill Vecna in 3 minutes. I'm like, they might as well be the Ghostbusters at this point. Like, what's going on here? So that whole thing, like, maybe it's like you said, what else can they do? Right. But like, if you're saying that Vecna is just like a soldier to the Mind Flayer, you would feel like the Mind Flayer would be the end. He'd be the big boss. He'd be Bowser. Like, you have to fight this dude tooth and nail. So, like, and I get it too. Like, you see him come out of the ground. So Vecna was actually inside him this whole time. Right. Maybe you do something different there then. You know what I mean? Like, maybe you fight Vecna outside, and then you have to go and take care of the Mind Flayer, but that was weird too, and no Demogorgons, and they tried to explain it, but I just don't buy it. I feel like they just got lazy, or maybe they didn't want to throw as much money, even though like they threw enough money into this season or whatever. Yeah. But other than that, and the thing is you had 2 hours and 8 minutes to tell this story. Right. Did you really need 45, 50 minutes of them going to school and then, like them closing out the chapter and you seeing them do all that stuff? I feel like you could have shortened that to 20 minutes, and then you fighting Vecna and the Mind Flayer could have been 20 minutes longer. Yeah. Because, you got people talking on a roof about, I'll see you next month, let's see each other every month, and okay, who cares? Yeah. The best part about the ending was all the kids graduating. Yeah. That was fine. Like, and then...
And Dustin, I guess, doing what...
Correct.
What's his name?
It was his boy. I forget his name too.
Man.
Yeah,
it's bad that I'm
Rob or something like that.
That guy was a great
the Hellfire guy.
Yeah, that guy was a great character.
Yeah, he was, and he was in and out real quick. Yeah. But he gave him a salute as the valedictorian at the end for the graduation. So that was all fine. But and even the speech between Mike and Hopper was good too. And then they're playing Dungeons and Dragons. I get that.
Cool, because that's how the whole show started.
Correct, and then you see like there's a new group of kids.
Full circle.
Correct, and now not even just full circle, but now the next generation is going to be playing the game. Right. And what got to me was when he was telling that story, and he leaves a little bit of a benefit of the doubt that Elle is still alive, which was cool too. Yeah. But there's a lot you could have shortened all that, or just made it. If you made it 2 hours and 8 minutes, make it 2 hours and 20 minutes. And give us 12 more minutes of a fight scene, for Christ's sake. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? Yeah. But yeah. Other than that, that's it. So this was your idea. I'm glad you thought of it. Your top 5 2025 shows, since we're now in 2026. And if you have any honorable mentions too, I didn't hit you with that, but as I was looking through what we've watched this whole year, I had a ton of other shows I could have put on this list that were really good, and I just didn't. So I picked 3 honorable mentions.
And it's funny. I was just going through pulling up my list, and I just saw a show that I completely forgot about. That's not on my list.
It's gonna happen though, because you think about it, in a whole year, you watch a lot of different stuff.
Yeah. Oh man, that's well, you know what? Maybe I'll tie it for 3rd then.
Okay. Or you can make it an honorable mention. You could pull one out and make it an honorable mention. You could do whatever you want with this list. This is your list. I wonder if we're close in any of these.
Well, yeah. Let's see. You want to start it?
No, you go ahead first.
Am I giving my whole list?
Yeah, go.
Okay.
Go start from. If you either want to start from 5 and go backwards.
Okay, let's start from 5. Number 5, I'm going with The Lowdown.
Okay.
I really liked that show. I thought it was good.
That's the one with Ethan Hawke, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Number 4, I went with Task. I thought that was done very well. Really enjoyed that one. Number 3, I'm going with a tie with Peacemaker and Mobland. So technically, this is top 6, I guess.
I forgot about both those shows.
Well, I just saw Mobland now
Crap.
as I was scrolling up.
Okay.
Number 2, I'm going with Alien Earth. It was a different type of show, but I thought Noah Hawley, I think that's the guy's name. I thought he did a great job with it. Really enjoyed that one. It was very different. And at number 1, going with It, Welcome to Derry. It was a fun ride the whole time. Really enjoyed it. Went into that show really not expecting anything, and I feel like it delivered.
It sure did.
And I guess honorable mention, I'll go with Stranger Things just for the totality of it.
Wow. Okay. Oh wow. Jeez. Crap. So I almost want to read you my list that I had before I heard your list, because then I'm like, crap.
You forgot some
I forgot the 2 shows that were number 3, and now I have to mix it up. So originally,
you can have a couple of honorable mentions.
I have like 3 without that, so that's the crazy thing. This should be my top 10, but so my 3 honorable mentions I had were Black Rabbit,
Okay.
Untamed.
What's Untamed?
Untamed was Eric Bana. It was another kind of he's like a park ranger, and there's like murders and stuff like that happening, and he's got to figure it out.
Oh, cool.
And like kids get kidnapped and this, that, and the other.
I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, it was a good show. I watched it months ago. And then my next honorable mention was The Pit on HBO.
I've heard that got a lot of
Amazing.
a lot of positive reviews and stuff. I know a lot of people really like that.
Yeah, and it's the second season's coming out, I think, this week, which I'm gonna wait on. But anyway, now before I get to my top 5, and now I have to change my top 5 a little bit. My number 5 was Task.
Okay.
I had that on there, so we just differ in
Slightly.
You know what I mean? Then I had Paradise.
What's that?
It's about almost like an apocalyptic time. The guys in it are really good. I forget what you would see him in, but he's been in a bunch of movies. Basically, the world's came to an end. They're in bunkers and everything like that, and all this craziness is happening in there, and he's got to figure out what's going on. At one point, he lost his memory,
Right.
and he's trying to piece things back together
To
what happened. I don't want to give it away because there was
Kinda
a
like
murder and this, that, and the other.
Like Memento.
A little bit, but it was a great show. That was my number 4.
What was that on?
I think it's Hulu.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's Hulu. Remind me before we go, and I'll look it up for you because it was really good. My friend Mike put me onto it, and I was like, I hope there's a second season. It was really good.
Nice.
A lot of twists and turns in that movie, in that show. I put Stranger Things as number 3.
Okay.
Kind of for the same reason as you, because I'm taking the whole story,
Right.
not just this season.
Right.
But even this season, the first 4 episodes were really, really good.
Yeah.
I thought the next 3 were so, and then the last episode put it all together.
Right.
So that would be my number 3. And then me and you are right on
1 and 2?
on money with 1 and 2. 2 is Alien Earth for me. Pretty much the same reasons. For both. I didn't expect much of Alien Earth or It, but they both surprised me. They're both awesome, and it's one of the only 2 shows that I watched week to week and didn't
Right.
wait to binge watch it.
Yeah,
So
and you rarely do that.
correct. So those 2 shows have to be 1 and 2, and I guess you could sort of interchange them. I don't even mind either way.
Right.
I just gave It the number one spot because it was more recent and I remember it more.
Right.
But if I watched them both at the same time, like it could
go either way.
1A and 1B. But then after you told me about Peacemaker and Mobland, now I'm just in my head while you were talking, I was already rearranging it.
Yeah.
I'm dropping Untamed and Pit. I'm throwing Stranger Things down into the honorable mention now.
Okay.
And throwing Mobland in number 3. Okay. I'm not going to do 2 in number 3. I'm going to drop Mobland there. And then I'm going to bring Stranger Things down to the honorable mention. And I'm going to drop The Pit and put Peacemaker in its honorable mention.
Gotcha.
Which is tough for me because I want him to be on the top 5. But the fact that that show's over and done with maybe has something to do with it. I don't know. But yeah, I like this exercise. It was good because you had some stuff on there that I did not. And now I want to make sure I watch The Lowdown because you like that a lot.
Yeah.
And you're going to have to watch Paradise.
Definitely.
And even Untamed because they were good.
Yeah. I'm glad I just saw Mobland right now when I was scrolling through my notes because I would have totally left it out. There's probably other shows we're forgetting too.
There's a ton of shows that I'm sure were really good this year that we didn't even watch for one, or we did watch and we're just not thinking of it. But this is the best we got for right now. Maybe next week or the week after we'll do like the 2025 movies. That was another good idea by you, but this was great now. All right, hit us. Do you got any music for the new year?
Yes, we got one selection as usual. This week we're going with The Alchemist and Hit Boy with Goldfish. That's the pick for this week.
All right, folks. We're in the 2026. The new year is just about over now. We're approaching the 7th now. I'm not going to be saying Happy New Year anymore to anybody unless I haven't seen you in weeks or months.
Can't say it after the 7th. Right?
No, that's it. It's over. You get 7 days. That's it. Everyone have a good rest of your week. Enjoy a wild card weekend, and we'll see you next week. Later, folks.